Hello and welcome back to Vintage Story 1.18 with me, Andy Days, and how have you all been? Hope you've had a good weekend, hope you've had a good week. First of all, let's just say a big thank you to support from the last video, much appreciated, much appreciated. In today's episode, we're going to be looking at a couple of things. I want to have a look at prospecting. I'm going to be showing the basics of prospecting and what you can do in vanilla instead of having to download a lot of mods. Some things that would you'll find helpful. I'm also going to try to start with some bloomies. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to find the iron ore, so hopefully with the prospecting pick today, I might actually be able to find iron ore. But saying all that, we had I went to mining and I had a bit of a bumper session. I'll bring up the map for you. So this section over here where I described as ores, this is round about the area where I think I'm going to find the iron. I tried digging around this area, this actual ore area, and this is what I found. An absolute ton of different types of ores. So we've got quite a bit more copper now. We've got some tin, so hence the reason for the tin bronze. I've got tin bronze, so I had more tin than this. I've also got all that zinc that I found, and also thank you for the comment section. Yes, brass is probably going to be the way I go with it, with the actual zinc, to make some brass plates for some lanterns, and maybe even some torch holders. I even found some bismuth, so I could possibly even make some bismuth bronze. I also found an absolute ton of quartz, so quartz chunks. Now we're showing you what you can do with the quartz chunks to make windows, and I've also found some clear quartz which you can use just as is to make some lanterns. And I also found gold. Yeah. I was as shocked as you in all the hours that I've spent on this game and all the in all the different worlds that I've been on, including the Rusty Gears server. I have never found gold, and this is 5 ingots worth. Gold is in this game. Gold is unbelievably rare. Let me give it a piece of chicken. Yeah, unfortunately, one of the cockerels that I had outside has been killed. Not by me. I don't know whether it was a drifter or possibly the other cockerel did it. Not entirely sure. We've had a little bit of success with some food. I managed to kill a pig, so I managed to make myself some meat broth, which is really, really good for your hunger levels. But it also means, basically, when you look at the actual nutritional stats, the satiation is full, and you look at your fruits. I've got my fruit all the way up, my vegetables all the way up, proteins all the way up. Next will be grain from the actual farm, and dairy is the one that most people struggle with, as dairy is from milk and cheese, and you have to have obviously farm animals of a certain tier. Anyway, but yeah. Let me just fill this bowl up. There we go. Almost a full bowl there. Yeah, it's almost a full serving. Right, so I thought, I also made a saw as well. Made a saw between episodes, which is going to come in super helpful. And I also cleared out some room to our eventual house. So I'll show you down there as well. I filled in this little pond. It was like a pit with lots of water inside it. I filled this in. I just need some topsoil now just to finish it off. We'll go over here. There's quite a few trees around here, to which I've got rid of. I've actually moved all my actual fruit bushes, my berry bushes, over to here because I'm hoping I'll have a bit of a better result. It's been, many number of days now, and I've still had no luck with growing any fruit whatsoever. So I'm hoping a new location might help out a little bit. And then over here, I've already converted some of the actual wood, the maple and the oak, to planks, so we can start getting into leather making soon as well with having planks. I haven't made myself a chest yet, as I have not made the new nails and strips as yet. But that's a little bit of a catch up of what I've been doing. I haven't just been sitting on my hands, but I thought to start off with we would go over to the little ore area that I found, and we're going to try some prospecting. I'm going to show you basically my general method. I'm also going to keep it as simple as possible as well. The prospecting pick. Look at all those bunnies there. No fresh food. We'll leave them. We're not going to kill them as yet. The prospecting pick is one of those. It's obviously in vanilla, and it's. You either get it or you don't, but I think there's some easy get-arounds. Or just keeping it as simple as possible. Look at all the rabbits, I tell you, it's unreal. Right, so let's go over there. I'll meet you over by that ore spot, and I'll explain a little bit about prospecting. All right, guys, see you in a second. Right, guys, I'm in and around the area where basically the ores are, where I've been finding most of my ores, to be honest. And we're going to basically do a little bit of prospecting together. Now, first off, it's going to be a command that we're going to do. And the command will be bits to show the chunks. It's relatively straightforward, so you don't have to panic or anything like that. So you open up your tab, and you basically, it's dot debug space, and then it is a wireframe space, and then it is chunk. So dot debug wireframe chunk, and then enter, and you'll see all the chunk borders now. So what you want to do is basically do a test, and then in one chunk, and then move on to another chunk, do a test. Now there is some mods that basically graze it out in your actual map, but I haven't got that. So I'm going to go out over here first, maybe pick here. I'm going to try to find the lowest point possible. Okay then, so we're going to go, yeah, here to start off with. So I'm going to use this, we're going to go straight down. We've got enough ladders. I can make some more, couldn't I? There we go. I'm going to go down, and I'll show you what you do your prospecting pick. So make sure you're going down a decent ways, at least until you've changed colour. So basically I've gone from the clay to the basalt, slate, so the clay stone to the slate. I'm going to just go down a tiny bit more, maybe 2 more. There we go. So I'm at my 3rd layer now. Right, so now I'm going to dig out 4 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then on a 5th block, change to your prospecting pick. Now F will change your mode. So density search for long range, or node search for short range. We're going to do long range to start off with. So we're going to see if there's anything in the area. I suppose we could do short range because we are checking in a chunk. We're going to do long range start with, so, and that's the 5th one. So it says 2 more samples are needed. So then you're just going to turn around and do the same. 1, 2, 3, 4. And on the 5th block, 1 more sample is needed. And then we're going to turn around. So you got 1 there and 1 there, and then turn around again. You got 1, 2, 3, 4. And on your 5th block, do your prospecting pick again. There we go. And this shows very high limonite, 2.7%, decent bismuthnite, which is bismuth, poor sphalerite, which is zinc, very poor lignite, I'm not too sure, minuscule amounts of cassiterite, which I'm pretty sure is iron. So from there, basically, we can either choose to basically dig on. Honestly, I'm not really happy with any of them, so what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to go back up again. 1, 2, and I'm going to use actually these. There we go. There we go. Well, that is the first one. So that's our first chunk that we've found. So we've got some decent amounts there. So if we bring up tab, it'll show you again. Very high lemonite. What is lemonite? Let me just double check what is lemonite, or lemon, whatever it's called. L-L-E-M. Lemonite. Lemonite is, oh, titanium. Yes, I did find titanium. I found a lot of titanium. So yeah, then it's ilmenite, and it is titanium. Right, so we're going to move on to the next chunk. I wasn't happy with that, so we're going to move on to the next chunk. I'm going to do it around about here, but this time I'm going to bring myself some blocks. Use a bit of common sense this time. So I've already checked in this chunk, so we're going to go over one more chunk. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then last one. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's it. That's still showing basically high quantities of the titanium, high quantity of bismuth, which is quite good. Well, I seem to like that bismuth, zinc, and lignite, which is coal. So we got coal around here somewhere, but it's only small quantities, so I ain't bothered with that. And this is all it is. It's just basically rinse and repeat, you know, trial and error, and to see basically what you can actually find with the prospecting pick. Now, obviously, with everything else in this game, it does take time to find decent ores and stuff. There we go. So, oh, we got cassiterite, which is iron. So, got even higher quantities of bismuth. Still high, sorry, very high bismuth, high quantities of titanium, a little bit of zinc, a little bit of coal, bringing it back up again, and now we're finding some minuscule amounts of iron. So, minuscule amounts of iron coming this way. So, that leads me to believe that maybe we're onto something coming down this way. That's better. And this time we're going to do a little bit of safety, because I want to basically change you into some packed dirt, because I want to seal it in, because I don't want anybody falling on my head, basically. So I think I might actually go on a bit of a dig now. Now, if you are digging, you might want to consider basically just laying down some stones behind you. It's just to stop any basically drifters from spoiling your party. Right, so I finally found some bismuth again. So I've had to come down quite a bit. So I've had to come all the way down from 80 down to level 50. So straight down. Just basically doing doing 2 tests, all those coming. As the bismuth levels were getting to about quite high. We just come across the first piece, so we'll see how much we can find here. Oh, I up. Am I full? Let's have a look. Inventory, please. So look, yep. So we've already done 64. We'll see how much more we can collect, eh? There we go. Any more out there? Yeah, there as well. Now, I know what you're going to say. This is not iron, you know. This is not basically what an ore is an ore. Basically, everything is, you know, usable. Bismuth is very, very good for lanterns. It makes nice. You know, bismuth bronze tools as well. So all we're now getting is verified trace amounts. So there's very, very small amounts now. So I'm pretty happy with basically there's nothing else around here that I really, really need to go to town to look at. So it's just about basically getting back up to the top now. So I've made my way up from basically this section here, did a little bit of digging and stuff. And funnily enough, basically, what it did show is that just before getting to the actual top, trace amounts of iron, 0.1%, so poor. So still an absolute ton of titanium, well, high amounts of titanium. And it's heading towards basically this way, which is towards, obviously, where the house is. So I think what I might do, oh, you little shit. Kill the fox. Kill the fox. Arsehole. Try not to let foxes into rabbits because they just kill them and nick all your meat. So yes, I suppose leaving them for a little while wasn't such a good idea. But I want to basically empty out my inventory because obviously we've collected all that bismuth again, an absolute ton of it this time. I'm kind of running out of room though. Let's have a little look here around. Right, so get rid of you. We'll come inventory. We'll put you inside there with you. I need another torch as I got my last one wet. And then I have literally no room. Oh no. I'm gonna make some bricks up. I think that's a good idea. And you can go with the rest of it. Good stuff. We've got diamond there, and we've got some more there, and some more there. As soon as I basically can get enough hides and stuff, I think we're going to go towards basically some backpacks as well. But yeah, that's pretty much the actual prospecting pick. It's as simple as that. You basically, you know, 4 blocks, 4 blocks, 4 blocks. Test to see what your results are. And yeah, and just and if you have your chunk areas like this lined up, you can basically skip from one chunk to another chunk without basically doing the same thing more than once. So I ventured south a little bit into a new part of the map, and I'm opening up this area, and it looks like we have more of a redwood area. Now, one thing that I'm finding a little bit perplexed at this moment in time, I have not found any overground ruins. Is that one? Is that a possibility of one? That maybe, well, that might be my first. So it is possibly that way. How are we doing for time? We're not doing great for time, but I just wanted to have a little nosy around this area. As there will be some things we're going to start needing very, very soon. We've got some onions down there. Might as well pick up some seeds. So this looks like quite a fertile area. I'm seeing low fertility, but some medium fertility soil as well, which is quite nice to see. We've got some sheep around the area. Different coloration of grass. Doesn't mean much, so let's pop over there for a second. I want to stay away from the actual sheep still. There's no point taking silly risks. They can still do a lot of damage. Now, as my health points have gone up with the more I've eaten, there's less likely a chance of them killing me with one shot, but they can still do a heck ton of damage. Oh, so what have we got around here? It's a lot darker and stuff. Again, very picturesque, isn't it? Very picturesque. Shall we try a little bit further in? I don't want to basically get myself stranded. Obviously. Oh, shush. Don't want to get myself too stranded, too far away from the actual base when it starts to get dark. Look, we've got a massive redwood area here. Now, I've said it before, it is one of my favourite trees. It looks like we've got a preferable smorgasbord of redwood here. Wow, look at this. How nice is this? It's very picturesque. Very, very nice. I was actually looking for clay. Looking all love all the plants and stuff. What's that? That is soybeans. Never eat them. It's a good plant to actually grow. It grows in warm climates. So if you've got if you are situated like that, so we've got granite and slate. Yeah, if you are situated in a warm climate, soy will grow there. And obviously there is certain rocks that we need to start looking out for now. But this is lovely over here. I do like it over here. It's very, very nice. Very, very picturesque. Let's bring up the map. Now, so we're around there. So we've basically just gone right round. I suppose if we just carry on going, we'll stay on our toes. We should be fine. If we see any naughty wolves, we'll avoid them. Oh, there's some more copper. So I'll mark this on the map as well. Might as well. So bring up your map. So where we are now, so orange, pick, save, there we go. So we've got some copper here. We'll leave the nuggets there, don't need them at a moment in time. It's just a good thing to have marked down. Got some more berry bushes. Not doing much at the moment. My grass has turned again. Got a bit more different colour green. So this will take us up to our cabin, I suppose. So yeah, so interesting. Basically down here on this section here, we got quite a lot of lush greenery. We've got some really picturesque areas. But yeah, if you've enjoyed today's video, like, comment and subscribe, and I shall see you again really soon. Bye for now. Bye.